Hi student friends, in the second part of video I am explaining how we can use Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find inverse of that given matrix. Use Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find inverse of the matrix capital A is equals to 1 to 2 minus 1. Okay. This is the application of Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find the inverse. We perform calculation in two parts. First part, we obtain the characteristic equation, then we apply the Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and after getting that equation, pre-multiply that equation by A inverse to obtain the inverse of that matrix. These are the main steps which we have to perform. The first step is characteristic equation is given by determinant of A minus lambda I is equals to 0. This is nothing but determinant of subtracting lambda from this diagonal element. 1 minus lambda 2 minus 1 minus lambda is equals to 0. This is nothing but lambda square minus S1 lambda plus determinant of A equals to 0, where S1 is sum of the principal diagonal element, that is 1 minus 1, here we get 0. Determinant of A is equals to determinant of this matrix 1 2 minus 1, and it is equals to, that product is minus 1 minus 4, we get minus 5. Substitute here in this equation 1, we get equation 1 becomes lambda square minus S1 lambda, S1 is 0, therefore that term becomes 0, and plus determinant of A, that value of determinant of A is minus 5 equals to 0. This is the characteristic equation of that matrix. Okay. Then we apply Cayley-Hamilton theorem by we get this equation is satisfied by that matrix itself. Therefore, replacing lambda by A, we get A square minus 5, converting in matrix form, minus 5i equals to 0. here we require to find only inverse. Therefore, to find A inverse, pre-multiply by A inverse to equation 3, and therefore we have to multiply by A inverse to equation 3. That equation 3 becomes, pre-multiplication means the term must be on the left hand side of that equation. Therefore, taking it on left hand side to that equation, A square minus 5i is equals to A inverse into 0, we get 0 on the right hand side. Then taking it inside, multiplying it inside, we get A square into A inverse, adding the power, we get A minus any matrix multiplied by identity matrix, we get the same matrix, and therefore that multiplication is here 5 A inverse is equals to 0. This implies, rewriting it, transferring this to other side, we get 5 A inverse is equals to A, and therefore A inverse is equals to 1 by 5 times matrix A, and therefore it is equals to 1 by 5 multiplied by that matrix A. Matrix A is here 1 to 2 minus 1. This is the required inverse of that matrix, but here we have obtained it by using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. That is the main application of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Then whether this inverse obtained is correct or not, we have a cross check. All of we know that product of A into A inverse is always identity matrix, and therefore we check whether this property is satisfied here or not. That matrix A is here 1 to 2 minus 1, and into this 1 by 5 times 1 to 2 minus 1. This is equals to, I will take that 1 by 5 here, and then performing matrix multiplication by multiplying by this row to that columns, 1 into 1 1, 2 to the 4 first element, then by this row to this column, 2 1s are 2 and 2 1s are minus 1 minus 2. Okay, then next by this row to this column, 2 1s are 2 and this minus 1 into 2 minus 2. By this row to this column, this 2 to the 4 and minus 1 into minus 1, it becomes plus 1, and therefore it is 1 by 5 times 1 plus 4 5 0 0 and 5, and if you multiply by 1 by 5 inside, we get that product as 1 0 0 1 identity matrix, and therefore as this property is satisfied, whatever the inverse we have obtained, that one is a correct one. Answer is correct. Therefore, in maximum problems of matrices, we can cross check whether the answer is correct or wrong. Second problem. This time I will take matrix of order 3 by 3. Therefore, use again Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find inverse of matrix, and that matrix is A is equals to 1 0 3 2 1 minus 1 and 1 minus 1 1 1 minus 1 1. Order of this matrix is 3 by 3 square matrix. Therefore, we perform the same steps as we have performed in the last example. Therefore, first step is find a characteristic equation. Determinant of A minus lambda I is equals to 0. That is, subtracting lambda from this principal diagonal element, 1 minus lambda 0 3 2 1 minus lambda minus 1 1 minus 1 and again 1 minus lambda. It is equals to 0. Then obtaining its value by that formula, this is nothing but lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus determinant of A equals to 0, where the value of s1, sum of the principal diagonal element, first one is 1, second one is 1, third one is also 1. This 1 plus 1, we get here 3. Then S2, sum of the minors of the principal diagonal element. Therefore, minor of that first diagonal element, if neglecting this row and this column, 1 minus 1, minus 1, 1. Then minor for the second diagonal element, neglect this row and this column. It is, remaining elements are 1 3 1 1. Then minor for the last diagonal element, neglect this row and this column, a determinant of 1 0 2 1. Therefore, finding the values, 1 into 1 1 minus 1, then 1 into 1 1 minus 3 1 is 3 plus 1 into 1 1 minus 2 times 0, and therefore if you simplify, this is 0, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and plus 1, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Okay. Then determinant of A. Determinant of A means determinant of this matrix. Elements are 1 0 3 2 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 1. Then finding its value, 1 into this product 1 minus this product, then second element is 0, 0 into anything is we get 0 here, plus 3 into, neglecting this cell, 2 into minus 1 and 1 into 1. Therefore, it is 1 into, sorry, this one is 0, second also 0, minus 3 into 3 minus 6. Therefore, the value is minus 6. oh sorry, minus 3 into minus 3, we get here minus 9. Therefore, it is minus 9. Okay. Substituting these values in equation 1. Therefore, that equation 1 becomes it is lambda cube S1 lambda square. The value of S1 is 3. Therefore, minus 3 lambda square. S2 lambda, the value of S2 is minus 1. Therefore, minus lambda. And determinant of A is minus 9. And this minus it becomes plus 9 is equals to 0. Equation 2. Or what was that number? Okay. Then this is the characteristic equation of that matrix, given matrix. Then applying Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we get, replacing lambda by A, this equation is satisfied by that matrix A itself. Therefore, A cube minus 3A square minus A plus 9, converting into matrix form, therefore multiplied by identity matrix, 9i is equals to 0. Equation 3. And this here we require to find the inverse only. Therefore, pre-multiplying it by A inverse. Therefore, multiplying by A inverse here, it is A cube minus 3A square minus A plus 9i is equals to A inverse into 0, we get 0. Taking multiplication inside, we get this one as A square, product of this, A square into A raised to minus 1 minus 3A. A into A inverse is identity matrix, and any matrix multiplied by identity matrix, we get the same matrix. Therefore, it is 9. Okay. Then transferring this to other side, we get minus 9A inverse as A square minus 3A minus I, and therefore A inverse is equals to minus 1 by 9 times A square minus 3A minus I. Equation 4. This is the A inverse. Using this equation, we can find the A inverse. Therefore, for that purpose, we require to find A square and then substitute all these matrices. I will perform that calculation. Therefore, we find A square as matrix A into matrix A. Matrix A is 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1. Again multiply by the same matrix, 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, minus 1, 1. Multiplying by row to this column, 1 into 1, 1, 0 and plus 3. Then by this row to the second column, it is 0, 0 and 3 into minus 3, 1, we get minus 3. By this row to this column, it is 3 1 is 3, second one is 0, third one is plus 3. Then by the row second to this, it is 2, 2 ones are 2, and minus 1. Then by this row to the second column, 0, 1 and plus 1. By this row to this column, it is 3 to the 6, minus 1 and minus 1. Then by this to first 1, minus 2 and 1. By this row to the second column, 0, minus 1 and minus 1. This row to this column, 3 ones are 3, plus 1 and plus 1. And therefore, it is equals to 3 plus 1, 4, minus 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 4 minus 1, 3, 2, 6 minus 2, 4, 2 minus 2, 0, minus 2 and 4 plus 1, 5. Therefore, if you check this, we get a square as 4 minus 3, 6, 3 to 4 and 0 minus 2, 5. Okay. Substituting that value here in equation 4. Equation 4 becomes A inverse is equals to minus 1 by 9 and the sum of all this. A square matrix is 4 minus 3 is 6, 3, 2, 4, 0, minus 2, 5, minus 3 times A is 103, 2, 1, minus 1, 1 minus 1, 1, and minus I means the identity matrix of the same order, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Then we perform the calculation. Adding first element of all, 4, 3 ones are 3, minus 3 and minus 1. Okay. Then second one is minus 3, 0, 0. Then third one is 6, minus 6 and 0. Then 3 to the 6, minus and 0. Then next 2, 3 was the 3, minus 3 and minus 1. Then 4, minus plus 3 and 0. Then 0, minus 3 and 0. Okay. Then second elements, minus 2, plus 3 and 0. And the last 5, minus 3 and minus 1. And therefore it is minus 1 by 9 into. 4 minus 4 we get here 0, minus 3, 6 minus 6, 0, 3 minus 6, minus 3, 2 minus 4, minus 2, 4 plus 3, 7, minus 3, minus 2 plus 3, 1, and 5 minus 4, 1. This is the required A inverse. And then once again you can cross check it by multiplying it by matrix A, and if we get identity matrix, then whatever the answer obtained one is the correct one. Values are minus 1 by 9, 0, okay, here it is, this is a 9, therefore minus 9, okay, and therefore it is 6 minus 9, that value is minus 3. Therefore first row 0, minus 3, minus 3, second row minus 3, minus 2, 7, and third row minus 3, 1, 1 into minus 1 by 9. This is the required answer. Therefore, in this second part, I have explained how we can use Cayley-Hamilton theorem to find the A inverse. Sometimes you may find the question that you have to perform both the parts, means first part as well as part 2. What is first part? Verify the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Also, find A inverse using Cayley-Hamilton theorem. In that case, you have to perform both the parts, part 1 as well as part 2. Verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, and second part, find the A inverse.